Hello! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Teacher Zosa, your learning buddy. Yeah, and before we start, shout out to Miss Amity Yap Atienza, one of the best debate coaches I have ever met. Thank you, Miss Amity, for sharing your knowledge, experiences sa akin. Also, shout out to all debate coaches na nakilala natin in every regional and national debate competition. All right. So last meeting, our topic is all about different types of fallacies. We have three different categories of fallacies: insufficient evidence, relevant, and ambiguity. So I have here just example of that type or different type like ad hominem, showman, and slippery slope. All right. So for today's lesson, I want you to answer this question. What is your common observation in a debate competition? Recall everything. Sige. All right. So our topic for today is all about class debate because one of our content standards is the learner demonstrates various ways of doing philosophy. Our performance standard is the learner evaluate opinions. That's why we are going to, of course, do debate. Next, milk or most essential learning competencies evaluate truth from opinions in different situations using the methods of philosophizing. So, to achieve those, our objectives are analyze different socio-political issue using pros and cons grid, cognitive, realize the importance of debate as one way of doing philosophy by watching different debate videos, affective, and record a short video of your debate speech with a classmate, psychomotor. So let's start. Okay, so argumentation is the process of forming and communicating claims based on supporting information. Argumentation as an object is the product that people constructed. Example, I believe that girls are better than boys. So, this is argumentation as an object. Okay? Next, argumentation as an controversy. It is the debates happening in many places or experiencing by many people. Okay? Next, as an action means exchanging of reasons, and when referring to this, we use the word debate as exchange of arguments on a topic. Okay? Don't forget that. Wag po makakonfuse sa argumentation and debate. Okay? So argumentation is divided into as an object, as an controversy, and as an action. Okay? Next. So there are two types of argument. First is the substantive argument in favor of the motion. You are in favor of the motion. While the rebuttal is the attack po yan, attack on opposition's argument. Okay? Or the rebuttal. Next. So what's the meaning of debate, Teacher Rosa? So debate, it is discussion involving opposing viewpoints. It is constructed contest over an issue or policy, whether you support or oppose. It is oral confrontation between two individuals, teams, or groups who present arguments to support opposing sides of questions, generally according to a set form or procedure. Next, it is a method of discussing, analyzing issues, and aiming to what? Persuade others. Persuade others. It is an organized argument or content of ideas in which the participants discuss a topic from two opposing sides. Okay? A formal debate is a venue where speakers exchange intelligent views about a particular topic. It is a discussion that consists of two opposing sides whose speakers give arguments based on research. It showcases and it showcases the and practices the skills in argumentation and persuasion, in which a speaker has to assert his well organized, well defined, and well researched view on a specific motion or topic. It demands focus, determination, communication skill, and convincing power. It follows the structure or sequence of the speaker's presentation of speeches. There should be an audience who listens and weigh carefully the points given by both sides. Okay. So, steps of debate. First, we need to identify the issue. Okay? And then we need to identify the motion. Is it evaluative motion? Like you need to assess the phenomenon and choose which is better? Okay? Or is it about policy motion? Debate the merits of a plan and define by proposing a model. Like you propose a solution or a plan. Okay? After that, step 3 is define key terms. Okay? Because it will set boundaries or limitations. As well as to clarify ano yung point mo. Step 4 is understand the basic argument structure. First is the claim. What's your claim? Next is your evidence. What's your references, analogies, and statistics. And impact, significance of evidence. Step 5, you consider the three pillars of rhetoric like ethos, your ethical appeal. Is it about right or wrong, morality, or the ethics? Is it a pathos or emotional appeal? No? Like the sympathy and empathy in the situations or the emotions or the debate topic. And logos, of course, the logical appeal. All right. 6 is the ayan. So we do have 5 steps of debate. Don't forget that. So identify the issue. After that, you identify the motion. You define key terms. You understand the structure. You need to understand the structure. And last, you need to consider the 3 pillars of rhetoric. Okay? Don't forget that. We need to determine the appeal or emotional appeal or pathos as well as the ethos that you want to use to influence or convince your audience and jury. But use pathos sparingly, no? Focus more on the logos. It is helpful to combine the 2 or the 3, but with less pathos because logos alone can be a bit stiff while pathos alone can sound too personal. Okay? Remember that. All right. So our first learning activity is pros and cons grid. I want you to analyze different socio-political issue using pros and cons grid. Here, you're going to write the issue, the motion, the historical background. You need to do some research here. Write the pros, like you need to include examples, illustrations, and the cons. Include examples and illustrations, and you write references. Okay? Next. So, A, our position on the issue or a resolution in our own or simplified words. B, I want you to write major points or reasons for your positions. So here's the rebuttal strategies. Things our opponent might say against us and things we could say back. Okay? After completing the pros and cons grid and telling me your stand about the issue, on the issue, and your major points or reasons for that position, I want you to accomplish this rebuttal strategies table. Like you need to think of things your opponent might say against you and the things you could say back. Clash strategies, things our opponents may say for their position. How are they going to defend their position? Things we could say to challenge them during discussion time. That is clash strategy. So, how will I grade you? First, opening statement were well organized, logical, and relevant. Rebuttal specifically addressed the argument. Students spoke loud enough to be heard. Respect was shown throughout the debate, and argument was persuasive. So, here's your topic from B1 to G5. We'll give you the copy of this. We'll send to you. For 11, for other section, for grade 11. Okay. Last one. Okay. So, for additional activity, I want you to watch a sample video on debate and using this link, no? Actually, it's about regional debate, different debate topics. I want you to write debate topic or motion. Content, list down 5 important ideas mentioned by any of the speaker. Give me 3 questions asked by the speakers, and give me 3 comments on how the speakers perform or how the debate has been conducted in general. Lastly, after watching the debate, what concrete actions would make to become an effective debater? Okay? So, thank you, Ate Jalumi Montoya. So, here's your guide question. What are your common observations on the 2019 Regional Festival of Talents debate? What are the benefits of doing debate or being part of the debate team? Why is it important to understand argumentation in debate? Do you want to have a debating skill? Debating skill? Why or why not? Okay. So for last additional activity, I want you to record a short video of your debate speech with a classmate. Of course, here's the content, introduction. It should be clear, concise, catchy. Acknowledge audience or jury by saying good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mention your stance or side with emphasis and conviction. Okay? Next is argument. Discuss your argument point by point with their corresponding pieces of evidence, supporting details, and concrete citations. Third, pieces of evidence. Give only those that are supported by your credible sources, include examples, illustrations, statistics, studies, research findings, and etc. Conclusion, after giving all arguments and supporting details, briefly end your speech by mentioning again your overall stance or positions on the topic. It may also be good to have a strong appeal for action or a quotation at the end of your speech. Okay? So don't forget that. After drafting your speech, do not forget to edit and practice delivering it for you to be more confident and persuasive during and the actual conduct of the debate. So, for reflection question, what did you learn from experiencing of debating? What are your tips for debate? How are you going to apply this learning in your daily life? And how are you going to teach this to others? Mhm. Thank you so much. So, that's all for today. Actually, marami pong format ang debate. Basic lang po yung pinag-aralan natin today. Okay? So, thank you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless.